Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and you're watching Poland Daily Culture. And today we will talk a little bit about Warsaw and the structure of ownership of buildings here in Warsaw and in Poland. And with us as an absolute expert in this matter, Craig Smith. Thank you very much for coming.
Oh, well, thank you for having me on the show.
And you are a publisher of europaproperty.com, which is a website and a magazine dedicated especially for everyone who buys and sells property.
Yeah, so anyone for commercial real estate, whether it's office, retail, warehouse, hotels, we're writing about development, investment of these properties, yes.
So you have an insight into the market and everything what's going on. And usually that's why we can ask you questions which normal people don't ask themselves. And one of these questions, which is a little bit an eye-opener for any Warsawian, is the fact, who is the owner of the biggest shopping malls in Warsaw?
Right. Well, probably, for the owners are all foreign, first of all. So it's foreign companies owning the shopping centers for several reasons. One is the price and the cost of building them, maintaining them. Also, I think the technology, you could say, and just the global contacts you need to get the retailers in the shops.
You need to be a huge international company in order to maintain all of those aspects.
I would say so. There for sure is some exceptions. Now probably people will be commenting, wait, I own a shopping center and it was fine, I'm Polish and it's great. Now there are some local owners, of course, and that are successful. And generally if they're in a medium-sized town and they have the best location and the best shopping centers, they'll continue to be successful as well.
Okay, but let's go through the most popular ones in Warsaw, which are also the ones who the whole Poland sometimes come to in order to shop, and all the visitors.
Sure.
So we have Arcadia, yes?
Yeah, Arcadia, Złote Tarasy, and Galeria Mokotów, which probably anyone in Warsaw will know. They're all owned by the same company and very well run, actually. So, but they own it, and they own they own many shopping centers globally and in the U.S. And I think
it's an American owner.
I would say more. It started off kind of. I would say started off really more Dutch, French. Then they merged or bought the American part of the company, which is Westfield. So I guess it depends on who you ask if they're American or European. But it's Westfield now that owns them all. Yeah.
Yeah, that owns them all and runs them all as well. And here it comes with the thing that when you are and you want to sell your products in those shopping malls, then there are some very strict rules of renting, as I understand, and this requires also having shops in other places.
Well, usually, if you've gone to shopping malls, you notice that, and I think it's one of the big problems that the shopping mall owners have, is they're all the same shops in most. So really the shopping center owners don't want this, even though it's happening. They're looking for unique or other shops that, or other stores that are not available in the other malls, but very difficult to maintain, yeah.
Exactly. That's why we have mostly the big chains, international chains of clothing. And so what comes to a smaller Polish entrepreneurs who wants to sell shoes or clothes or their own products or artistic, Christmas balls or anything?
Exactly. Well, they're usually not in shopping malls. And if they are, I would say one of the opportunities for them is really to do these pop-up shops, which are small if they're doing things for, like you said, for Christmas, and they've got something unusual. They can, in most shopping malls now, they'll let them do what they call a pop-up shop, which is something with a short lease. Usually a smaller location and a specific amount of time or a specific reason, like for Christmas, they'll give them 1 month or 3 months lease, which would never happen before. Or you might see those little islands that they build in the center of in the centers, in the walking areas, and in a lot of cases those are temporary. So that's probably the best that, let's say, local entrepreneurs can get in a shopping mall.
in the city center and the big ones.
Right. I mean, even I would say not that even the shopping mall owners don't want them, but it also comes back to the investors and the banks. If they're looking at a lease and somebody wants to sign a long lease, but there's no big company to back it up or no way to let's say ensure getting paid, it's hard to put those through, I would think. Yeah.
Well, we put a point here, but we'll continue with this topic in the next episode, because the question is, of course, about Sunday buying and Sunday shopping, and why actually it wasn't important for local Polish entrepreneurs. We'll touch this. And again, thank you very much for watching Poland Daily Culture.